10 tips for effective communication with your partner. Hey there, folks, welcome back. Today, we've got a topic that's near and dear to our hearts. 10 tips for effective communication with your partner. Whether you are in a new relationship or have been together for years, communication is the key to keeping that flame burning. So, let's dive right in. Tip number 1. Listen actively. Tip number 1. Listen actively. It's not just about hearing words, it's about understanding what your partner is trying to convey. Make eye contact, nod, and show that you are truly engaged in the conversation. Tip number 2. Be open and honest. Tip number 2. Be open and honest. Honesty builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Speak your mind, share your feelings, and encourage your partner to do the same. This creates an atmosphere of authenticity. Tip number 3. Use I statements. Tip number 3. Use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always do this," try saying, "I feel this way when this happens." It shifts the focus from blame to understanding and helps avoid unnecessary arguments. Tip number 4. Stay calm during conflicts. Tip number 4. Stay calm during conflicts. Arguments are normal, but how you handle them can make or break a relationship. Take a deep breath, stay composed, and remember that you are on the same team. Tip number 5. Show empathy. Tip number 5. Show empathy. Try to understand your partner's perspective, even if you don't agree. Empathy builds bridges and fosters emotional connection. Tip number 6. Nonverbal communication. Tip number 6. Pay attention to nonverbal communication. Your body language, facial expressions, and gestures can speak volumes. Make sure they match your words and intentions. Tip number 7. Quality time. Tip number 7. Spend quality time together. In our busy lives, it's easy to forget the importance of simply being together. Set aside dedicated time for bonding and connecting. Tip number 8. Be patient. Tip number 8. Be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a perfect relationship. Give each other time and space to grow and improve. Tip number 9. Avoid assumptions. Tip number 9. Avoid assumptions. Don't jump to conclusions. If something's unclear, ask for clarification instead of making guesses. Tip number 10. Celebrate each other. And finally, tip number 10. Celebrate each other. Acknowledge your partner's achievements, big and small. It's a wonderful way to show appreciation and strengthen your bond. Conclusion. Well, there you have it, folks. Our top 10 tips for effective communication with your partner. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making an effort to connect and understand each other better. So, go ahead, apply these tips, and watch your relationship flourish. Thanks you. Until next time, take care and keep those lines of communication wide open. Goodbye, folks.